Okay, I don't change people's minds, and I don't convince people. One of the things I usually avoid to do is like engage in debates. Oppression, debates. Oppression is not a debatable issue. Oppression is an invitation for rejection. Justice is not a debatable matter. Equality is not a debatable matter. So I don't go into mind tricks, convincing this and that. What I do is I try my best to describe reality the way it is, and I have full trust in people's mind and sense. So what I work on is an initiative called To Be There, so to be in Palestine. I encourage people who have passports that allow them to come to Palestine to come visit, and then everything I try to explain to you is explained. Like one of the awkward things would be like in the morning when they have to visit Jerusalem, for example, where they realize that we are the people who arrived yesterday have superior rights than the person who is organizing like a tour for us. Where we go into streets where a Palestinian is not allowed to walk on streets. Like in the oldest city in Palestine is Jericho. The second oldest is Al-Khalil, Hebron. That's where Ibrahim alayhi salam is buried, together with Ishaq, Yaqub, and their wives. So Hebron is a city that have been in existence for 6,000 continued years, right? Since before the times of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Hebron is controlled by the state of Israel. You bring people from outside to visit Hebron, and you show them how in the streets of that old city, you as a white person or a visitor, you are allowed to walk down the streets, but the people who are rooted to the city for hundreds and hundreds of years, they are not allowed to walk down the exact same street. If you think that is okay, then go check with a therapist. So my job, like somebody was saying, like, how do you fight darkness? You shed a light on it. That's it. This is how you fight darkness. So the darkness of Israeli oppression, we just need to shed a light to it in a respectful way. I do believe there's so much confusion about Palestine, but we're not responsible for it. Confusion comes from propaganda, academia, and politics. So I spend like usually the first 2 days will be trying to get people to unlearn what they learned from politics, media, and academia in order to start understanding the reality. So we do that through field visits where they see closed military zones, walls, settlements, and so on. We do that with working with families, like we plant olive trees, we harvest olive trees, we help people on the ground, we help rebuilding people's homes. And this is just one crazy thing, that the regime that builds homes for you as a settler is the same regime that sends a bulldozer to destroy your house as a Palestinian. Like, you just see that reality and you make, you come to your own conclusion. So my job is to literally try to expose as much of the reality as possible, and people get it. Because once again, I don't deal with complication.